Nice.
As we pick up where we last left off. The three samurai that are currently basically held hostage in the city by Rotan, his Ronin, and Ashgaru, found that they are still able to walk around the city, given that they swear oaths not to attempt to overthrow him or fought against him in the meanwhile, which they did so with the knowledge that they need to keep the Maho users at bay. The offer was received not well among certain clans, and not everyone agreed to this, mainly the Lion, who are very proud and would never surrender so easily to this usurper. But we can begin with the group that is currently outside the walls on a mountainside, having built a couple of beacons. Actually, I don't think you guys have lit yet, but you built up. And wait for your scorpion ally to come back. How long are you guys willing to wait for her, out of curiosity?
I guess as long as it takes.
Okay. She went in the night. Like while you were building things.
Honestly, I'd assume if she hadn't come back in the morning, something probably went wrong.
Okay. That's fair. So, as you awaken that morning, she has not returned yet.
Oof. She died.
Are you saying that in character?
You
No,
wake up,
I'm not.
You wake
I'm
up,
not.
look around,
Okay.
she died.
No. She probably
Wanna
couldn't
know
get out.
She
Yeah, she
hasn't been. You go. Just say we.
yeah, no, she probably just couldn't get out. So, I guess we head back. We could leave a message here for her if she shows up. Light the beacon. No, that's not.
Well, if we light the beacons, and they might come to check out eventually what's going on over here,
Yeah.
and they'll see your note.
Yeah. No, we'll just leave a note for whenever our scorpion friend comes back.
What note do you leave?
Assuming you are alive, you've come back to our meeting spot. We waited till morning. You're not here, so we're heading back to
Castle of the Open Plain.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're heading back to the council. We're gonna decide our next move. In the meantime, you can either head back if you want, or stay in the city and collect more information.
Okay. What do you
Also-
note?
Oh, ooh. I will
What
put
did you
it-
say, Derek?
Where do you put the note?
I'll put the note in the same place where she left us. That's probably where she's gonna come back, and I'm gonna put engrave a scorpion symbol in a rock.
Okay.
Not too big of a rock, but
Do you want this to be hard to find or easy to find?
oh man,
Medium to find.
yeah. Can we do that?
You maybe. Do you want to try to obscure it in any way?
Yeah, we want to obscure it so yeah, we want to obscure it so no one
Okay.
else can just randomly find it.
Sounds good. I'm gonna call this.
Survival.
Just double check before we do this. Do we know exactly what her plans were? Would we know that
she was headed into the city to kind of see what was going on. You don't know how long that was gonna take. Not exactly. But yes, Keith. I'm actually Yeah, I'll call it survival if you want to kind of use that as a skill.
A innovate, produce, exchange, subsist, con.
Con, I think.
Man, fuck.
Right.
Is that air? Is that air, right? That's
That's
air.
air.
What's your name? Morimoto, do you have any skill dice or ring dice you want to give me for this?
What's the survival now? In air now.
You can give
You
a
don't
ring
have
die
one in
regardless.
air?
Like I have the default one that you get. Does
Yeah.
that count?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can, yeah, that
That's all you
counts.
need for a ring.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give him that.
And then one. Wow. That kind of sucks, man. One success is 2 opportunity, I guess.
Okay.
And a strife.
Sounds good. You're able to somewhat hide this this note. Yeah, I'll go ahead and reduce your strife with that. Because I
Is
can't
it-
think of anything else.
is
to
by
do
2,
with
right?
City. Yeah. Can't think
There
of
you
anything else to give it to right now.
Okay.
But yeah, you were able to write this and kind of try to hide it a bit. Now you guys headed out.
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna take the boat from before.
Yeah, I make sure to whenever I write the thing, I'm not leaving any names. Honestly, I should probably scratch out the scorpion symbol as well.
Okay, you make the scorpion symbol and then change your mind, scratch it out.
Yeah, because I don't want anyone knowing, hey, there's a scorpion in here. That's not supposed to be in here.
Got it.
You know. So I'm gonna
Okay.
scratch it out, but make it noticeable that there was a thing here and that there was something here.
Sounds good.
And make sure there's no indication of names. Leave out the council thing. All that stuff. Basically, just says we're heading back. That's about it.
Sounds good.
It's just sticks saying, "We left." Bye.
Later, bitch.
In just the middle of the clearing.
Perfect.
Basic.
So you two can. You take the knowledge that you've got, aboard the ship back northward. Which will be a few day journey. But as you head north for a few days, I'll just kind of go back and forth as time lapses, I guess. Because it'll matter as these days go by for a bit. The 3 of you currently in the city. What exactly do you 3 want to get up to during this time? What are your main goals during this time? It doesn't have to be anything super huge. It can just be your day to day. I'm just curious.
Woo
I mean-
Shinjo.
What is
Yeah,
it?
I'm like giving you all the tips, like all of this, like, oh, this is his favorite color. He loves the Kabuki theater thing. I will say, don't talk about his sickness, but you should know about it because he tries to hide it. Don't tell him I told you that, kind of thing.
Okay.
Like she's giving you all the juice you need to just kind of go in there and just be like, I'm the best.
Well, yes.
And I think she would also say, can you just keep an eye on the unicorns in general? I'm
Yeah.
concerned that some of them may have participated. She says that very quietly.
She gives a very curt nod.
Yeah, that's a lot of their ships.
Yeah.
I want to believe that Shinjo wasn't involved in this. I want to believe that. He's pretty straightforward in general for someone that aims so high in power, but
Yeah.
just be careful.
I will. I basically I just try and spend the time with Shinjo if he allows it, of course.
You actually
Um,
enjoyed your company quite a bit.
But she spends a lot of time just like keeping an eye, like doing what she asks, like keeping an eye on Unicorn, like
Sure. Do you attempt to do this kind of quietly?
yeah.
All right. I guess what's your main angle about how you go about it?
Basically, I'm just gonna keep my ears out if I hear like rumblings. That's really what I'm looking at.
All right. I
Because
guess my question is:
that
it more of like walking the streets listening for rumors, or is it hanging around Shinjo and trying to just hear
hanging around
things around?
Shinjo and just hearing,
I see.
with the bullshit that I can do that also Bonnie can do. Subtle observer.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
post that as for me if you would, just so I have it.
Yeah.
So observer. Sure. Yeah, you know what? Make me a courtesy air check if you would, just to kind of pick up on some things going on in Unicorn territory over what will be the coming days.
Courtesy error. You got it. Skill. Courtesy. I'm good at courtesy, right? I'm
I think-
kind of good at courtesy. Good at
Alright.
courtesy.
2 successes.
Let's just take the 2 success.
Sure. 2 successes.
No.
One thing you will kind of pick up on over time is there are two trains of thought in the Unicorn Clan at the moment that are very very active. One camp, I guess, is more led by the Unicorn Daimyo, which is the camp that says very much this isn't okay. Like this is behind closed doors, right? But it's very much like this isn't okay. This is going to look badly for this entire city. This can't stand. And probably if it's a unicorn, oath or no, we probably should do something about this.
Right.
Then there's the other camp, which you feel like Shinjo probably falls more into right now, which is we're in this situation. We have the opportunity to kind of make this go somewhat smoothly, and we can't really stop this. So we should make the best of our current situation. And just try to get along with this guy.
Fair.
And I'll say with your 2 successes, it's very much apparent like these 2 sides, and more than just a general disagreement, do not like each other very much.
Actually, do you mind? I'm sorry.
No, yeah.
Can I re-roll the opportunity just to see if I can get something else?
Are you able to reroll the opportunity?
Yes, I can.
Then I will
Subtle
take your word for
observer.
it because I don't know this game that well. Yes.
Performing a check for blah 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 blah, such as courtesy air check. You may re-roll up to 2 dice.
Okay, go for it.
So I'm just gonna re-roll it just to see, because I took the 2 successes, just to see if I can get it exploding. No, we're good.
Okay. Sounds good. But that's pretty much what you were able to kind of gather from the Unicorn Clan.
Okay.
And you will also probably just know doing your accounting stuff, helping Shinjo with that. The faction that he's more a part of, the Unicorn Clan, is definitely getting more of the responsibilities. So Rotan's probably aware of that.
Shinjo. God
You,
damn it.
you feel like the Daimyo's role probably has been reduced a bit,
Yeah.
at least as far as the Unicorn territory is concerned.
Could she like kind of subtly like ask how he feels about it? Like, no, never mind.
Mhm.
Because I already kind of get the feeling I know where he is.
Okay.
I don't want to push it because that could be seen as like out of line.
Do you keep the relationship fairly professional, or do you try to go to his house at all? Just so I know.
I mean, if he allows me to go to his house to hang out, yeah, I'd love
Got
to go
it.
to Kabuki with him.
Sure. Yeah, you can definitely you can at the very least go to Kabuki. Just you know what? for fun, roll me either a courtesy or command insight. So fire.
Ooh, hell yeah. Courtesy fire, let's go. That's a lot of strife to take. But you know what? I'm exploding all 3 of those. I have nothing better to do with my time.
Pretty good.
So I will keep, yeah, the 3 exploding to start, the 4th success, the 5th success, and the opportunity.
Okay.
Which gives me a lot of strife, but that's okay. 3,
Yeah.
4.
I think I know where the strife kind of comes in here.
Lovely.
So as these days go by, you probably find that you do get along with Shinjo pretty well. You're a little blunt yourself in some certain ways, a little bright, and like he's very much the same. And so you guys have a general, maybe not the exact same personalities, but similar to an extent.
Yeah, we vibe.
And you do vibe, and you probably do kind of gather from him. He genuinely does seem to care about the people he's working with. So you guys get along pretty well. I'll say, yeah, he will invite you back to his house, and you'll meet some of the people, some of his staff there. One person that'll be interesting that you will meet. He actually has a foreign doctor there. Who is this kind of eccentric-looking middle-aged man with very round, very large spectacles. Who, once he tells you about it, will kind of tell you that he helps monitor Shinjo's condition and keeps an eye on him. He's a good. He seems like a sort of jolly fellow, but foreigners are not really looked well upon in Rokugan overall at all.
She would be.
Mhm.
How would she feel about that? Because she is all about politics, and less as much as Doji. Doji's a lot more politic heavy than I am.
Which is fair.
But she would. You know what? It's behind closed doors in the first place.
Yes, it is.
She would absolutely show her respect towards this doctor who's obviously just trying to help Shinjo.
Yeah. He does not understand Rokugan customs, so if you're like super uber polite and do all the normal stuff, he's not great at it. And being amongst the unicorn hasn't necessarily made him that much better.
That's okay.
But he is friendly, and is happy to see another of the samurai of this place. He doesn't get to talk to too many.
She politely informs him that if he has questions, she's more than happy to ask.
Oh, he bombards you with a lot more than is polite.
She probably is very okay with that because her whole entire role, according to her family, would be to. Actually, you know what? The foreigner would actually interest her quite a bit.
Sure.
Because she wants to travel, she wants to explore, she wants to document.
Sure.
So she would probably pepper him back with questions as long as Shinjo was okay with that.
Shinjo doesn't mind. He's probably amused a bit. But yeah, he will inform you he's like from a vast desert country, very different than Rokugan. And you guys kind of exchange pleasantries for a few hours. Shinjo occasionally kind of comes in and quips like, he's always been this talkative ever since he wandered into our territory. He's lucky that I found him first. Stuff like that.
You're hogging my girlfriend, leave her alone.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh my god. No, yeah, she finds it very pleasant and very interesting. She peppers him about questions about where he's from and like the things that he sees. But ultimately, she does kind of like she entertains it for a couple hours and then she spends more time with Shinjo.
Also, over the course of these days, Shinjo does get sick again one more time and just doesn't see you for one day. But he's fine the next time you see him. Maybe a little under the weather, but fine nonetheless.
She doesn't comment, but she brings him his favorite tea.
Sure. Absolutely. How about Tatsumiya over these few days?
Tatsumiya, I think definitely she wants to check on Ayuchi if she can. Just make sure that she's okay.
Okay.
I don't think I can do much about Miyoko outside the walls. But
No.
I do. Other than that, just making sure things are good. I spend a lot of my time organizing any shugenjas and courtiers that can help with the cleansing of the shrine. I think like even like the Kitsu, I like come to them like, okay, I'm gonna need your help because I can't keep asking, Asako for this.
I mean, if you ask
if,
for like knowledge on things and stuff like that, they'll tell you, right? They'll
yeah,
help you
like
in
if
that
they're
regard.
able to. So I know Asako can talk to the kami and ancestors and things like that,
can.
and she kind of pinpointed where this Maho user was. I would still kind of ask. I might ask them if they can do that. Like, you don't have to leave your room or anything.
No.
Just
Yeah,
this could be something that could help me.
Yep, they're more than willing to do that.
Help the city, not me.
Their main thing is they're not going to give in to Rotan, but they don't mind to help you.
Yeah. Yes, that's kind of like what. So they're not just kind of sitting on their hands.
Sure.
That's something I would kind of ask them to do.
Yes, they will say they definitely do feel a darkening in the city. Something wrong. Something like, this Maho presence growing. They will insinuate, probably very openly, that a lot of this is probably due to Rotan taking over the city. And the Celestial Order is lost its balance, at least here, and it needs to be rectified as soon as possible.
I don't roll my eyes at that, but I do. Like, I think, like, if there are Ronin that aren't on jobs, I'm like, okay, I think they started pinpointing where some of these Maho users are. I think we need to start routing them out.
Absolutely. Do me a favor. I'm just gonna do this command check. Not like you're, a broad order, like harsh ordering, but like you're trying to organize and get everyone together.
Yeah.
Do me a all out command void or command fire.
I'll take void.
Okay.
I'll take I'll take those 3. Yeah, I'll take those 3 successes. Does our strife go down any? Do we start with no strife? Do we go half?
You'll go half for now.
Okay.
I'm just kind of continuing off of.
Okay.
But as you are giving these commands and like over these course of these days, these Ronin are actually very helpful. They're busy. A lot of them are still very busy trying to manage the city. But the few, like the team that you can kind of put together to do this, which is probably fairly small, honestly. You do know that there are several small battles that do take place over the course of these districts. Some of them with Maho users, like the one you fought. They never encounter the woman.
Yeah, I would be very scared if they encountered the woman. Right now, I'm just trying to, kill the ads.
Never a bad idea. Always start with the ads.
Because I feel like if we can at least cut them off, like, or cut her off from those resources, like.
It is a very active battle. Like once you start to seriously sit down and address it, Like this is a constant struggle of you guys fighting them. Do you actively go and participate in any of these fights, or are you more like a command center at the moment?
She might help with it. I think she would. I think she would try to get in there as well.
All right.
You know, she's
So, yeah.
in the back because she's an archer, but you know, she's there.
Absolutely. And you can. And Rotan does give you resources when you need them.
I try not to bother him too much because I know he's really busy. But
Sure.
if
He's busy
willing to help.
managing the city, and this is part of that.
Yeah.
I will say, Yijid is spending a lot of time trying to. Well, she's kind of splitting her time between helping Yue and helping Matsukiyo. Because it's like, I've got to find people for Yue and I've got to help Matsukiyo keep this city running.
Right.
So, whatever I would need to roll to assist Yue with this whole mess.
Mhm.
Because she can find people, she just can't do the actual, like, cleansing of shit.
Sure. Let me check here. Hold on.
Like, to give her
Like,
a boost
definitely.
or something.
Same, because I might have forgotten that was what we were doing. Sorry.
No, that's good. I mean, what you're
romance that
doing.
Look,
What you're doing
I'm
is
not going to
important
be
as well.
offended if you two want to go flirt. This is my own way of flirting.
I flirt with
We're kind
violence.
of doing all the same thing.
Flirt with danger. Go ahead. I know this is weird. Both Dojijin and Asako. Roll me tactics water. Kind of shift the balance of things here.
Oh boy. Alright.
What was that?
Tactics
water.
water.
Mhm.
Boy.
Opportunity.
Unless, do you have something that you can do with that?
I think so. Give me a second.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna reduce my strife.
Would you prefer to reduce your strife?
No,
Probably
I would
use
prefer
something
to help, however I
Okay.
can.
Mhm. So you try to assist UA in trying to, I guess, help find these Maho users and organize logistics of that. I will say that perhaps it is not being super successful. It's not your area of expertise.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say the way you were going about it, kind of politically trying to find them, is maybe not the best way to help with that. But it is the best way to help Shinjo. Well, not Shinjo, help Matsu. So you end up helping somebody else.
Okay.
You will end up helping him a bit, kind of manage the Lion Clan as you're going through, trying to learn stuff about that. You will end up talking to a number of other Lion Clan people in this district, and kind of on the side be helping him try to manage this. As he's not a super high-ranking individual, but most of the Lion Clan just refuse the offer of Rotan. So a lot of it's kind of falling on him. The other big player in the Lion Clan district right now is from outside the city, Lady Biyushi, who is also attempting to kind of manage this district. In fact, they are quite often at odds on how to handle things. Very similar to how the Unicorn have their two factions. You find that Matsu and Lady Biyushi also, while not directly conflicting with each other, definitely are trying to, no, let me handle this. No, I'll handle it. Don't you worry.
Are you telling me I'm spending a lot of time mediating between them?
Yeah, you are.
Yep. instead of Shinjo
Oh, that's coming.
and Matsu, it's mostly.
They are two intense people. It is really hard. Matsu's like super, straight by the straight and narrow, and Lady Biyushi very much doesn't seem to be. She very much is whatever we have to do to make it work is what we need to do. Don't be silly about this.
At some point, I would very carefully tell her, you've been married to a lion, you know that's not gonna work. However diplomatically that would come out. Like,
It takes a while, but you can break them in.
I was gonna say, look.
She actually-
Manashi.
She actually like thinks about that. It's probably
Yeah.
a bigger deal to her, which probably tells Bayushi probably what she's looking for with that statement. It's like noted.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Did you finish Yue's thing? Cause I
No,
was
not
just
yet,
trying
no.
to do
Mhm.
that because I didn't want to I didn't mean to
No, that's fair.
come in and ruin everything.
No, it was important. I'm very fluid on how we're kind of going about this. But
Okay, I was gonna say, I guess since we got how Unicorn and Lion are handling this, and I'm getting kind of updates from Yujin and Rika about that, I'll look into the dragon and just see. Because don't you say they had the most shrines? Like I
They
probably
do.
spend a good amount of time there.
a lot of the fighting takes place up there, actually. Even though what Asako has told you about, like, I think Unicorn Territory being the area where like the big one was kind of spotted, or like she felt like where she might be. A lot of the fighting takes place in Dragon Territory.
Is that like where I'm mostly going to cleanse
Mm-hmm.
these shrines? Is back into Dragon?
Yes,
Okay.
of the three.
I
most
got a
likely ones.
full ass picture of the woman, alright?
You did.
I did. Sorry.
I'm so proud of you, wife.
I accomplished something that's just for you.
But I think that's most what she wants to do. She wants to check on Ayuchi. She wants to kind of gather these kind of Ronin and Shugenja to help her with this.
Yeah, you're able to do
And
so.
she wants to take as much stress off of Rotan as she possibly can.
Okay.
She's tired. She's so goddamn tired.
Fair. Oh, the other thing, Iuchi, you are able to get to speak with her once. She looks stressed, I will say. She's having you try to help her father with stuff, as things are really tense right now and not as they should be. She occasionally has to be the diplomat to Rotan as well from the Unicorn Land, and she doesn't like that very much.
She doesn't like what very much.
Having to go and talk to Rotan.
That's understandable. It's very stressful.
He's been fine, but he took the city.
That's understandable.
You'll gather from her she's very, very stressed.
Yeah.
As well.
But yeah, I'd have some tea with her. I would try to.
Sure.
If she's better at tea,
She's not
I would.
bad, but yeah.
Yeah, I would. I'd try to tea ceremony, but not like I'm not great at it.
Sure.
I
think she'll appreciate her.
I
right?
would
She
try to
won't
have
care.
tea with her, and then
Absolutely.
I think that's kind of what that is. You know, just let her know to be safe. It's really dangerous. Kind of just outside of the palace, and especially in Dragonlands and Unicorn Lands at the moment.
Yeah. She'll not. She's not super outgoing like the last time you talked to her.
Yeah, no, she's. Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
Go. Sorry, and it's sentiment error check.
Mhm. Hold on.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take both of them, actually. Okay, I'll take those 3.
Yeah, definitely something's on her mind. She's nervous like somebody who maybe is doing something dangerous. Like, and like is in danger.
Knowing what I know,
Mhm.
are you sure that's everything? Are you doing okay?
Roll me a cursed water, say.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll that skill die in one of those opportunities.
Okay.
Because I am kind.
You're kind.
Welp.
Gets rid of a strife.
Welp.
Gets rid of a strife.
I will take the opportunity and the success. Just
Okay. What I'll say then, she doesn't reveal anything. She'll just say, yeah, she's fine. But your meeting will be cut short by her father coming to get her for something.
okay.
And we see that stress kind of intensify it for a bit, and she'll go with him.
Okay. Then I will, I guess, be escorted out, and I will leave.
You will. All right. But yeah, I will say a lot of a number of the Ronin who kind of work with you on stuff, and are happy to do so, are some of the ones you cleansed a while ago.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Just
fine.
for your kind of narrative note. It's ones that trust you.
Yeah. I don't get overly friendly with them, but
Nah, that's fair. They keep their professional courtesy, but you gather probably a lot of the reason that some of them are willing to work with you in such a way and take orders from you in any way are the fact that they know you've helped them in the past.
yeah, if they can just spread the good word that I'm a nice person
Sure.
and I'm not going to throw you into danger,
Sure.
without, research first.
Fair.
And I know you're not actually working with this person.
Okay. And Masako. No, I'm sorry, not Masako. Dojijin.
Yes.
You up to besides just helping the two of them, or is it just helping the two of them?
Yeah, it's helping the two of them, mediating between the two of them. Trying to get to know Matsukiyo a little bit more.
Sure.
Because while they are friendly, I don't know if they are friends yet.
Sure. That's fair. Yeah, you'll learn a few things about Matsukiyo. You will learn that he definitely he did train at the Berserker School for the Lion. He was trained to be a warrior, a soldier, for the Lion Clan, for their army.
You are a soldier.
Not in the same way.
She disagrees.
Sure. He went on a hunting trip and was attacked by a bear and did not fare so well. And since then, he had to kind of adapt. His sister helped with that a bit. She's kind of, in a very Mulan sense, right? She kind of took over the role of their family of being the soldier.
Mm-hmm.
They sort of swapped roles a bit. And the two of them tend to travel together in pairs quite a bit. And the fact that she's kind of out there alone without him kind of worries him a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Though he knows she can handle herself, it's still not great.
What is his passion?
What is his passion? Let me look it up. Let's see what Mr. Matsu's passion was. Matsukiyo. I don't even remember. Let's see here. He likes stories.
He
Not
likes.
necessarily like storytellers. The Lion Clan actually has a whole school for it. People who are good. It's also what the diplomats are. A good story, honestly, like a good samurai tragedy. He enjoys quite a bit. He relates to it.
Yeah, I think she would. Eventually, after she figures that out, she would start bringing him books.
He does like to read quite a bit.
What?
So he does like to read quite a bit.
She would also say, Kabuki is like stories.
And very well. I enjoy it.
Well, would you like to go?
You probably have to drag him because of freaking work.
Yeah.
He's a workaholic. You will get that very intensely. It's very much like, well, let me finish this, and then actually, hold on, this just came up. I gotta do it. You have to physically drag him away from work.
I imagine that on more than one occasion, like Lady Bayushi is coming in, and I'm literally like, no, we are going out. You're going to eat something. And tonight we're going to the theater or something like that on more than one occasion.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Lady Bushu would very much be the type to say, like, it's true, if you don't rest and take time for yourself, you'll do potentially even worse job. So it's very important to, she's just gets little digs in, maybe not that, that obvious, but things like that. She takes little digs at him because they fight, and she's there for it.
But yeah, she'd literally be helping him with everything and trying to keep it all straight because there's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. And a lot of the Lion leadership is out of commission, and it's a lot to keep the Lion Clan going, honestly.
Yeah. So she'd be spending a lot. I'm guessing she's just spending a lot of time with the Bayushi ladies. Matsukiyo, she comes back at night, and we gossip for a few hours before we all collapse face first into our beds.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I will check in with the Crane Clan leaders, air quotes, in the city regularly.
It is probably a doji who's kind of taken the head of most of that. As the Daidojis are all gone as well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they're very much trying to politically keep things even keel right now. Though you gather the Crane is a little more subtly in a very similar thought process of the Lion. They are noble, they are refined, and there's a proper way to do things, a proper way to handle things.
Mm-hmm.
And the way Rotan is doing it is not that. So you imagine a lot of the clan a little bit less publicly than the Lion, or do very much have more serious grievances with Rotan.
I mean, Doji Yijin would be very careful not to defend Rotan, but
Sure,
she
yeah,
would
absolutely.
also, make the point of, as samurai, we have the responsibility to protect our people, regardless of situations. It is our ultimate responsibility as samurai and as leaders. And frankly, I would rather protect our people. And she probably, again, Doji Yijin is way better at this sort of thing, but it just comes down to that.
Sure. I think a lot of the lines you get back from the Upper Crane clan is very much there are ways to handle that if you have such concerns. It isn't to wage your own personal war and get everyone else involved.
Wait, what?
It isn't the proper way to handle this isn't to wage a personal war as Rotan has and take over a city and get everyone involved in this business. There are better ways to handle it.
And I think she would agree completely, very respectful with all of this, but the reality she gets to the reality on the ground is if
Sure.
everybody goes and sits in their room until the end of winter, what happens to the people?
A lot of the Crane clan don't dispute that. They know they are better suited out, and they aren't the ones here aren't going to be the fighters anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
But yeah, she'd be spending a lot of time with Matsukiyo. Depending on how long this goes, does he show any interest, or is this like, I'm just flirting with somebody who doesn't even notice?
yeah. Now I would say yes, it does. It also takes him a minute. He's not nearly as emotional, outwardly emotional as Shinjo is.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a while for him to kind of warm up in any way, that's serious. But yeah, I would say after some time, he definitely does begin to soften a bit, especially as you spend these long nights helping him. And you do get to near the end see a bit of a softer side of him. But yeah, I do think you do make progress in that regard.
Okay.
It just takes some time.
Yue, I just don't understand. He's almost oblivious.
I mean, he's not flirting back? But then again, I don't really think I could see Wanashi flirting either.
I feel like lion
Maybe
flirting...
it's just a lion thing.
Yeah, I feel like lion flirting is very foreign to me, and foreign to most non-lion women.
Maybe it's just acts of service with them. They just want to. Has he done anything for you? Has he brought you? No, that'd be gift giving. Maybe he cleaned up your area or something for you.
I don't know, Derek.
Or maybe he didn't. Maybe that's the gift. Maybe that's the act of service.
I think he knows that I am flirting with him. But I am also probably subtle to a fault sometimes. Maybe that's a problem.
I mean yeah. I mean, I'm not saying do anything, inappropriate, touch him or anything, but I don't know.
Rika walks in.
How often how often do you use your fan?
I'll say this, Ijin. There is one person who married a lion from Outer Plan.
Oh, don't worry. That
could ask.
That conversation is probably coming.
You say, how do you get this lion to notice you? Fucking beats me.
Yeah. You do this, so they will do one of two things: they will love you or fear you. Either way, you will be married.
And neither of them are here to hear it.
No, it's good.
Dang it. Yeah, and I mean, This conversation would probably be there with Rika while she's bragging about how, oh, I got invited to his house. I'm like,
I never went in his
he
house.
just smiled at me for the first time.
Yeah.
So glad
Yeah.
you guys are kind of, finding people. That's really good. In this really stressful time.
Yes, I don't remember the last time I've gotten more than a few hours of sleep. It was before all of this, I'm sure. Speaking of, well, not of sleep, of relaxation. That was another thing. I invited him to Kabuki, and he was just very non-committal.
I mean, maybe he doesn't like Kabuki.
That's fair. I brought him a book. He loves stories.
So, I mean, there you go.
I don't know. I'm normally better at this. But I've usually only flirted with Crane, so they usually understand what's going on.
Yeah, I guess it's like a whole different language, huh?
Kind of. But I'm just trying to help where I can. And survive.
I mean, if you're helping Matsu, then I guess, maybe you're doing something good in that route,
Yes. I wish it was... She would actually kind of pause and look down at her folded hands. I envy the visibility of what you do. It
What do you mean?
has... You have an impact that people can see and feel. I don't. By design, I suppose.
I mean, you still, it matters to people. It probably matters to Matsu. It's going to matter to the Lions once all this is over. That, they weren't left vulnerable. I mean, they might not be happy with him now, but the way the Unicorn Clan is moving, they're not going to have a very big foothold in the city much longer.
The lion?
I mean, they'll still have a foothold and everything, but, Unicorn's kind of really actively helping with all this, and with the Lion just kind of shut up in their rooms, I think it makes it difficult for them to have an impact.
Right. Believe it or not, Lady Bayushi is helping, although they butt heads all the time.
I can believe that. I can believe that she's helping. I think... I don't know a lot about Scorpion, but, they have their own... They have their own devices.
My father...
She has her...
Oh, go ahead.
She has her own goals.
Right. My father was... He married into the Doji from the Scorpion, the Asahana clan, or family. Although it was a very purposeful decision on my parents' part that I don't know much of their inner workings. So I'm trying to figure her out as much as I'm sure she is trying to figure me out.
I mean, the one thing that I've always kind of been told about them is, if you try to help them, they might sting you. Be careful.
She nods.
I've kind of taken everything as maybe it's not as sincere as they might make it out to be. Though I guess I haven't really interacted with many, so I might be a bit biased in that.
I appreciate that. It helps me keep my head on straight.
Yeah, my family is actually pretty adamant that I try to stay away from them, which I guess kind of makes sense. I haven't really. This is, the farthest I've ever been away from home, or away from home at all. Besides, at going to school, so it makes sense.
They are. My understanding is that they are somewhat of the opposite side of the coin to the Doji and to the Crane as a whole. In that we are openly politically savvy, adept, and good at helping move a situation in the right direction, whereas they do it in ways that would not necessarily be considered polite.
I mean, what do they say? They say the line's the right hand, the crane's the left hand, and the scorpion's the underhand, so.
It's good to remember that. But for now, Lady Bayushi's interests align with ours, so as long as
That's
that
good.
remains true, I think we'll be fine.
Makes me wonder how Wanashi and Morimoto are doing.
I am concerned. They
I am
did
too.
not have enough food or provisions to stay out long, so hopefully.
I think with that, we'll cut over to them. I know Keith is away, but I believe you are still here, Morimoto. I
Yeah, I'm
believe.
here.
Cool. You sail north over a few days back to the other castle. And you'll find some interesting things. You'll find a lot of the clan samurai have left the castle and are in the surrounding villages on your way back. And as you kind of stop and speak to some of them, probably a number of lion, who will say to you, there have been a number of attacks from these corrupted creatures, undead, that have been plaguing these villages in recent days. We're doing our best to deal with them, but they've also been coming at the castle. If you've got information on the city, I would make your way back as soon as you can. And that seems to be like the general feeling you get from a number of them. I'm just speaking that conversation on just so you kind of know how it goes. Is there anything in particular you would ask any of them?
Just to be clear, because I'm having a little hard time hearing you.
Is my
This
mic being bad? Because I think
It's
people
pretty
said it's been kinda-
muffled.
It's
Yeah, it
muffled.
sounds like you're using a different microphone or something.
Interesting. Give me 1 second. I'll see what I've got going on here. Oh, I bet I know what the problem is. Hold on. Yeah, I am using a different mic. I'm sorry. Hold on.
I was wondering why I had to turn you up another 100%.
I think that was coming from like the camera I've been using. Is that better?
Yes. I can hear
Okay,
you.
yeah.
I don't have to be like, what?
Okay, good. I'm glad that's better. But yeah, you basically they basically tell you the surrounding villages outside of the castle of the open plain have been under increased and very serious threat from undead creatures and goblins. These attacks seem to have come very suddenly, and the Rokugan samurai are trying to make their way through the villages and clear these things. They don't know where they've come from, but a couple of them are attacking the castle as well, which they've been repelling fairly easily, but still concerning.
You said this is outside the castle?
It is. It's in like on the way back. A few villages you stop by, you'll find clan samurai in them.
Yeah, I think our best bet is just to head back as quick as we can.
Fair enough. So you do. You head back to the castle of the open plain, and you will find a number of small bonfires that have been recently burning and now quite probably are ash. As you make your way up to the city or up to the castle, a number of samurai will welcome you back. One of them being probably outside the walls, the Crab Clan samurai that you have made friends with, who will just say to you, "Welcome back, I take it everything went well, or maybe not as you're missing a member."
We waited for her until dawn, and she never returned. We assumed the worst, and we didn't want the scouts outside the city to find us, so we left to come back soon, quicker.
I see. A tragedy. Were you able to learn anything then? I take it it's not good news.
We were able to watch the city overnight and kind of see a little bit of the movement and the light that was coming from some of the houses. There seemed to be a lot of activity, which would, to me, only suggest that not. And this might be a bit of a stretch here, Derek, so you can
Yeah, sure.
feel free, but like, based on everything that I've heard you say of what's going on inside the city, would it be plausible from someone who's looking on the outside of the city to say that it's very free form, or like people, it doesn't look like everyone's just held up inside their
It doesn't look like martial law,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's
that's the
fair.
word I'm looking for.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that. But this Kunimi will nod. So, have they have or have not taken the city?
They have taken the city.
That is very, very bad news. Welcome back, Monashi. So I'm with you and with Morimoto at the moment. You guys have just arrived back at the castle of the open plain. On the trip back, you will have seen a number of the clan samurai in the villages, actually outside of the castle, a few days, who are saying that there have been like undead attacks and goblin attacks in the villages, and they've been clearing those out. They have come up out of nowhere. A few of them have attacked the castle as well, but they've repelled those pretty easily.
Do you
occur-
think that these random small skirmishes are being used to slow us down a tiny bit?
If you raise this question to the person you're talking to right now, which is the Crab Samurai, Kuni Mayuka, he will say, possibly. It's hard to know what their exact motivations are. It could be just to pick some of us off, as some samurai have gone missing.
From which clan?
I think a mixture. It doesn't seem to be any particular clan. Less of mine, but there's not very many of mine around.
It is the changelings. It's always
It's the
has been.
It's always the changelings. It's always been the changelings. But Morimoto was telling me that the city is indeed taken, which is bad news.
I guess we need to go talk to the council real quick to
Indeed.
give all the information out.
Good luck. They have grown stressed in recent days, and the Unicorn Clan and the Lion seem to be bickering as they do.
Well, with the information we got, there's it's gonna happen a lot more.
Oh, his eyes get really wide. How so?
If you want to hear about it, you might want to follow us.
They didn't let me in last time, but I'll try again.
Just give your report on the goblin undead slaying. Oh, don't forget to burn the body, by the way.
Oh, we're way ahead of schedule on that. It's just kind of looking at. There were a couple of bonfires that have turned to ash now. But yeah, you head into the castle. I think Kuni does try to follow you in, or Kunai. Let me see how he does. Hold on.
He just wants to be included.
I tried to include him. I tried.
Social water's not bad for him, maybe. No.
Ooh.
One. No, he's not letting. He's like, it's okay, I'm with them. And they're very much like, you did not travel with them. I did it into the castle.
Sorry, big guy. Maybe next time.
It's all right. I think I have something else to attend to. And he'll give his opportunities on something else. And you make your way in.
Yeah.
And you will see the Vayers clan samurai here, all conversing, similar to how you left them about a week ago now, who look to you as you come in, the Lion Clan leader here behind you as you come in. Welcome back, Wanashi Morimoto. Where is Miss Yogo?
We sent her in to gather more information on the inside with the other samurai that were left behind and captured. The city has fallen.
Feared as much. He looks kind of troubled by that. As he begins to think, did you learn anything about how it occurred? What's going on there? The current status?
It looks like a couple days after we left, City of Rich Frog is when they invaded, and it looked like it was on. And I look at the unicorn, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looks like on unicorn ship, a lot of them.
You see him sit up straighter, and just say to you, "What are you implying, boy?"
I'm implying
That
that
we were
someone
behind
in your.
this?
I'm implying that someone in your clan either doesn't like us very much, or it's just a strange coincidence that both the grain we found here had unicorn emblems and also unicorn ships were used to invade the city of Rich Frog.
It looks like he's about to retort again, looking like he's going to get angry. But you see the head of the lion actually kind of raise his hand. Getting mad is not going to do us anything. If it was your clan ships, it was your clan ships. No one is blaming you for this. And he kind of stares at him angrily. The honor of my clan is at stake here. Excuse me if I wish to defend it. I would not defend the actions of somebody who might have done this, clan or no.
Question: What those ships did they have what's it called? Like their own emblems etched into the sides of the ships?
They did,
or like flags?
They did, but I think it was too hard to see. You could just see that they were uniform.
Uniform, but also most likely from the unicorn.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can see that they kind of sit there, and it's actually the head of the dragon, the old wise man, who speaks next. If we are to retake the city, we will have to do so shortly. We do not have the supplies to withstand a long siege.
I believe they do. They have the full supplies of the City of Rich Frog and also all the rice that was here, most likely on their ship.
They're kind of quiet at that. Then the unicorn man stands up. Then we make back for the city post haste. And you actually see the line. It's again the line who kind of raises his hand. We don't have a way to siege the city. At least none that I see. And it's the head of the unicorn who, again, gets a little bit angry. It's very interesting, Rashi. Like you would assume like this Lion Clan samurai would be the one to kind of be the more
aggressive.
Yeah, but he's not. He's definitely the more patient. He's of the Akodo family, just so you know. And like they kind of argue back and forth for a bit before Akodo will say, I think it best that in this moment we wait and rely on our ally, the dragon. He will turn back to the old man. We do not have the siege tools to take back the city, but perhaps the great minds of the dragon will have something for us. I understand explosives are something that some of your clan can work on. Do you think that something like that can be acquired? He sits and thinks. Perhaps, or at the very least, it might be something we can make, though we will have to gather supplies from these villages and other castles nearby. We have a few great mines here. But still, it will take time, and I'm not sure that we can breach the City of the Rich Frogs walls with these. Perhaps. But it will be a bit of a gamble. I'm afraid a gamble is all Rotan has left us with. As you said, we do not have a ton of time. Our best bet is going to be to retake at least one district. Probably the Dragon. If we can do that, we will control the majority of the ports. Hopefully, capture some ships in the short term, and use those to take back the other two.
How about a feint?
Perhaps.
Strategically, the dragon is the most important, correct?
It's the easiest for us to reach.
Mm-hmm.
By land. Otherwise, we have to travel back a good number of days, perhaps weeks. It's really the only one we can feasibly hit without any sort of. No, you guys do have ships. I'm wrong.
Yeah, we have ships. Yeah.
We could feasibly hit either the unicorn or the dragon.
So Unashi will explain how he set up distractions on the mountain on the side of the dragon side.
All right.
Maybe that can distract them to bolster the dragon side while we attack the unicorn, or even the lion side. Either way, if our main objective is just to get one district, why not just make the hardest one the one we go for?
Maybe. A diversion like that could, at the very least, make it a little easier. I can't imagine Rotan has a great host of an army to be able to hold all three districts. I imagine he's barely holding it together.
Not unless he's giving the people what they want.
Even if he was able to pacify the populace entirely, his force can't be that large. The city is huge. If we can separate his forces among the three districts and then attack one in force, I don't know that he can hold it.
Hey, Derek, got a character question. Were we able to see the fighting that was happening in the dragon, or like the lances of like
I believe it was
fire,
over
or
at that point because it
What-
was a couple of days.
I
Like
think you were
two
saying like the
there,
Maho
and then
users.
Oh
Or
yeah,
the,
those types of things. Those have been two small skirmishes, and they're over like the next few days. So probably not. You probably didn't see any like individual skirmishes with Maho users.
Okay, I just wanted to double check because
No,
that
that's
would have
fair.
been useful information for this.
It would have. It definitely would have. It's not something you could have just seen. I don't think that would require more in-depth knowledge of what was going on.
if only Yogo was here.
If only Yogo was here.
If only Yomo came along.
But he, I think, Akoto will nod and say, "I think splitting his forces is not a bad idea. Especially if we can hit them hard in one district, it'll make it a lot easier to capture the rest of the city. I think if we can gain access to one of the districts, we should actually be able to hit the main island from there, or the governor's mansion. I'm sorry, governor's palace. He won't be able to defend the docks anymore."
Based on everything that I saw, it would seem that the Dragonland from our side would be the easiest one to take. We have the river access down there, which could get us in through here if we can get our ships past the graveyard, the ship graveyard. Then also our infantry can come through the mountains right to the open gate without much confrontation, only through this small area. On top of that, all of our ranged units can sit on top of the mountain and scan over the lands to try to help pick off any of the large groups of insurgents or samurai that he may, or Ronin that he may have.
Fair points.
How long did it take after we left the boat the first time? How long did it take to get to the
It honestly
mountainside?
To get to the mountainside,
Yeah.
it probably took like from the castle here on your small, like your one solo small boat, about 3 or 4 days to get there. But the whole host of ships moving would take longer.
Yeah.
Probably be looking at about a week.
Yeah.
I think we do need to have even some semblance of a backup plan in case this doesn't work. Are there any small castles that we could separate our forces into and occupy while if we aren't able to get into the city?
I mean, we have this one. There are a number of castles we can, if needed, we can disperse the army, I think. But that will be not optimal. Winter's coming, and when it does, we will probably be unable to siege the city at all.
How long till winter?
Very few weeks.
Ooh.
This is the winter court. You guys got here a little bit early.
Katie just said that.
You gather this was probably part of the idea of the attack too. We don't have the supplies, and it will not be whether that it will be possible to do so. In which case, Rotan will have the city through the winter. I think we have one good siege in us, and we will have to see how it goes.
Good all or nothing.
Likely so.
The Lion Way, I love it.
While we can do some diversion tactics, I think Rotan has left us with little option but brute force. It is the one tool we have that he can't take away. He can minimize it a bit, but we are better trained, and there are more of us. I think we start gathering everyone up. And yeah, Mhm.
I also heard there were undead and goblin attacks happening now.
They've been attacking us over the recent days since we took this castle. It lends credence to the idea that this blood speaker is helping Rotan. We've been attacked. Every action they've taken seems to assist him in some way. It is too large a coincidence to ignore.
So 3 days?
It'd probably be about a week to get back down.
Yeah.
So yeah. You guys headed that way? And if so, is there anyone you want to talk to in the castle before I start moving you guys that way?
I want to talk to the crab guy.
All right, sure. You can find him. He's actually in the blood speaker's old room.
Ooh.
He's kind of looking around in here. But you find him. How did the briefing go?
Pretty good. Well, actually, just spills the information because he's gonna hear about it soon enough anyway.
Sure.
How about you? You said you found something better to do.
Yes, I think so. I don't think I'm going to travel with you all. I think I'm going to get a head start.
Oh, why is that?
These recent attacks are strange to me. They speak of lesser Maho users trying to waylay our force. Unless the actual blood speaker trying to destroy it. Which tells me she's doing something else. I feel whatever she's doing is likely happening in the city, so I'm going ahead of schedule. Please don't tell them that. They might kill me for leaving early.
Not unless we go with you. It's a good cause.
They might kill you.
Fuck, I might actually if that happens. Fuck. Honor sucks, man.
It does. If you wish to risk your lives to come with me, I will not say no. As long as you're quiet, then I will say no.
What good evidence do you have that they're in the city?
A hunch.
Based on what?
I followed the blood speaker's trail for a long time, and throughout the entirety of that time, she was attacking shrines, a number of them across the 3 different clan borders. These attacks don't seem to have anything to do with the shrines. They seem just to be about waylaying you and preventing the army from coming back. The only reason I could think is she doesn't want the army to come back.
Maybe she's buying time as much as she can with all these small attacks.
Yes, I think so.
Wait. DM, how big is the shrine in the city? And how many are there?
Roll me a theology check. I'm gonna.
I don't do this.
Is theology?
You'd like me to
At
do
least
it?
it's Earth. I was gonna say at least it's Earth.
Yeah,
Oh,
theology.
I'd be really good at this.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Go for it, guys.
Theology? Wait. Theology Earth?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man.
1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. There's a number of shrines in the city, like across all 3 of the districts. Right. There are tons of shrines to the economy. So yeah, it's a pretty big hub of it.
Yeah. Is there in each district? Is there like the main one?
Yeah. There is.
I would take that strife, by the way.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah, that's me. I was always tired. Uh,
so I'm gonna look back at the crap. So how does the blood speaker tainting the shrine slow us down? How exactly does that happen?
Her tainting the shrines doesn't slow you down. Her throwing undead hordes at villages and at you all slows you down. Or
Oh.
having her minions do it at least. I think if she was doing it, you would know.
How reliably can one samurai take out? Like how many? Reliably, how many? Oh God, how many reward that? Reliably, how many goblins or undead can one samurai take out?
A good amount, probably.
Oh, I'm talking to Derek, not the crowd.
I mean, a samurai could probably beat 5 to 6 goblins. This game's different, like where a one-on-one's not as big a deal, right?
Yeah.
In the sense of like fighting mobs, you can clear through mobs pretty easily in this game.
Yeah.
Your armor helps a lot with that. Fighting something more spiritualistic, like the Maho users, is a bit different.
Okay. How many villages are here between us and the city?
That's 6 or 7.
6 or 7.
They're smaller.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
I found out a way to not slow us down. If it works, if I can, use my whatever the hell persuasion check it is at 0 to persuade everyone.
Do what you need to. I need to go to the city and find the blood speaker and confront her.
Give us
Um,
an hour.
What are you going to accomplish in an hour?
I mean, finding the blood speaker is what. Wait, other than Rotan, finding that blood speaker is a big deal, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
You'll just have to, if you're trying to convince like the big people, you just gotta convince them that this crab samurai knows what he's talking about.
I mean, this crab samurai has also been the one who's been chasing the blood speaker the longest. So
Sure.
Yeah.
He's also really creepy.
yeah. That's it. I don't have any other point or retort to that. Yeah.
Fair. Conceded.
Yeah. You are correct.
So do you basically want to try to go back and ask them for permission to sneak back into the city?
Yeah. And I want to let them know that. Wait, does Renashi know that blood speakers can control the undead and the goblins?
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, yeah.
So what case do you make?
Who am I talking to directly? Is it just
Honestly, the council's probably dispersed, so you probably go to Akodo, the head of the lion.
I knock on his door politely, respectively.
Sure. Probably a couple of lion samurai who are guarding his door probably let you in when he confirms that you can come in.
I bow.
Sure. He's in the middle of preparing his armor. Not to don, but just preparing it in general.
Yeah.
Is there something else I can help you with, Wanashi?
Do you remember the crab samurai that we were following?
The kunai.
Yes. Sorry, I couldn't remember exactly.
Yes, I am aware of him.
He has been chasing. I mean, other than Rotan, the blood speaker is a great threat, and this crab has been chasing them for quite a while. I have reasons to believe that what he says about the blood speaker using the undead and the goblins to slow us down to be accurate, and he's also stated that these attacks are meant to slow us down until winter comes. So, as both a tactic to buy us some time and to rid of us as blood speaker, I would like to travel with the kunai to hunt, take, and slay this blood speaker. The only
where
thing
are
we
you
need is
going?
time. Back in the city.
Well, do you plan to you plan to sneak back into the city? It might be hard for people if it might be hard for you to sneak in. I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm. But what we
And-
need is more time, and this is the best way I can think of to help all of us.
Roll me a courtesy or command charm. Probably courtesy, not command. Is more important.
Arm, water. Ugh.
I was gonna say I feel like it could.
I mean,
Oh,
Earth. I can reason.
I was
That's
gonna say
reason, isn't it?
I was gonna
Oh,
say that's
is Earth reason? Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Earth is
Earth
reason. Then yeah,
reason.
then yeah.
One more ring in that. They're both the same. Actually, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Wish me luck, boys and girls. Sorry. Ooh,
Okay.
load. Three.
Okay. He nods, listening to you for a moment. Granted. You may do this. Though understand if Rotan takes you hostage, I can't do anything to save you.
Understandable. I don't like losing the glory of going into battle with all of you, but honorably, I need to buy more time for you guys.
We all have our battles, and I would argue yours is as important if you wish to take this on. He will get closer to you. Beware.
Wait, I am married.
Yeah. Yeah, close the distance.
Whisper sheets nothing is in my ears.
Yeah.
Oh,
He will kind of say very intensely, beware this blood speaker if you wish to take her on. I have encountered only a few in my lifetime, and they have left scars each time.
scars is the best metal in war.
They are not all physical.
Oh fuck, you got me
So-
there.
He like pokes your chest. Some are here, and some don't heal. Be wary of this woman.
Also, I believe the attacks that's happening is gonna also happen between us. Is gonna happen at all of the villages between us and the city. So it's probably good to station some garrisons in each village.
The more we garrison, the less we'll have to attack the city.
But the more we garrison, the less we have to worry about behind our backs.
I will do what I can.
Realion's like a good battle, but being surrounded still doesn't feel nice.
I'm just aware of the magnitude of the task in front of us.
How many am I allowed to take with me?
Not very many. I'm going to need the majority of men. And the more you bring, the more likely chance you get caught.
Again, I'm gonna take Morimoto. Gonna take the kunai, and I guess who's good at hiding us?
It probably would have been Yogo.
Oh no! Okay. Okay. We'll think of something to get in.
All right. I wish you luck in your journey. We will not be long behind you.
I bow.
He does the same.
Man, I want to be in the main fight. Fuck.
All right. Is Morimoto agree to this plan, by the way? Are you good to sneak back into the city and try to find the blood speaker?
She was good with it the second he mentioned it.
Sounds
That's
good.
her whole plan. That's everything that why she came out here. She didn't necessarily care about them.
Yeah, she
taking
didn't care about the
castle, but
Rotan
she
thing.
wanted the blood speaker.
Fair. This has been your task. This will be your task. And you have
Oh.
gotten direct permission to continue your task.
I'm gonna go find the crap.
Excellent.
We got permission. It's just gonna be us three, though.
You
No one
talked him
else?
into it. Did you
Well,
mention
like,
my name?
Yeah.
And he agreed.
Yes. Sometimes I can be very persuasive if I roll correctly.
I know, but I know, but I can't. So I was curious how that worked.
You have
Nonetheless,
to roll for your persuasion.
Yeah, I did courtesy earth, my dude.
he did.
I just do it. I talk.
No, he rolls dice.
That's how
Interesting.
he-
I've never heard of anyone rolling dice for.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it works.
Sometimes you have to play the game to beat the game.
But Kunai Miyuka will say, "Very well, gather your things, assuming you've unpacked them. If not, just pick up your bags and let's go. I'm very much into going immediately."
Question: How do you plan on getting into the city?
Oh, hadn't gotten that far.
Great. Neither have we, or at least neither have I.
We have 3 days to come up with a plan.
Yeah. And fast
Derek?
travel. Be with the group.
Sure. What's up, Bear?
Derek, where's Yutaka Fuyumi?
Oh, Yutaka Fuyumi is here. She's at at the castle right now.
Is she the unicorn chick?
She is.
Chick, can we bring her?
to her?
Sure. You may do so.
You know,
Wait.
to
You may talk
Just-
to her.
to save some of the unicorn honor here. Bring one of
Don't
them.
touch her hand though. That's lewd.
Yeah, you can find her. She is happy that you're back. She will say that she's actually been kind of wandering amongst the villages and clearing things. These undead appear to be a problem here right now, which is super convenient.
Are we on a first name basis yet, or is it still
Probably
Yutaka?
not. Probably not.
Go for a good bit. I would say so.
No, he's
Thank
not.
Fuyumi. I have a big mission for you. Are you ready for it? Everything that we've been working for those last couple weeks is finally coming to fruition, I think.
How so?
The Cooney that we had met earlier, he believes that the Blood Speaker is back in the city of the Rich Frog. We got permission from the was it just the Lion Clan?
Just
It
the
was,
lion
it
clan.
was just a lion, but you gather he's kind of in charge of that council.
We got permission from the Lion Clan. Personally, I would have done it without it, whether or not he agreed to it or not. But we still do have his permission, which helps out a little bit. And I was just wondering if you wanted to come with me.
I think she will say, I've actually been given my own mission by the Unicorn Clan. I am to travel back to the Battle Masters and see if I can rally people there. Battle maidens, I'm sorry. Not battle masters. If we can get enough riders, we can maybe threaten the unicorn gates. I would very much like to. I don't know that I can get out of this. And for clarification, she is set to be traveling. Right here.
Oh, nice.
It's a
Mm.
bit of a trip. But if they can get a lot of the battle maidens, they can hit the city of the Rich Frog pretty hard. The main army can't make it, but on horseback we might be able to.
Are you the only battle maiden here?
Yeah, I am. We didn't have a lot of representation in the city of the Rich Frog. Not really much of any, but maybe that'll change.
Oh, I absolutely wish you could come, but I understand.
I do too. If you find her, Kiro, kill her. Kill her for me.
Without a doubt. And I
Okay.
think just kind of given the moment,
Mhm.
kind of go in for like a last hug in case this goes very badly.
Sure. Sure, turn it. Very good. She is set off towards the Battle Maiden Palace. And you all set off back to the city of the Rich Frog. Under cover of darkness, hopefully. I'm gonna go back. So, over the course of the next few days, as the three of them head back south, things progress for the three of you in the city very much as they had been. Your strife will reset back down to half again, if you don't mind.
Excellent.
Tatsumiya,
Yes.
one of your Ronin goes missing in the Unicorn District over the next few days.
I think it's very imperative that my Ronin that have been with me, we go and we find him.
Okay. So you're gonna go.
I will let Rotan know that this has happened.
Sure. Absolutely. And then the group of you begin scouring and looking for him.
Mm-hmm. I think we stick together. Like it's not like a
Yeah, sure. No,
Yeah, it's not like,
let's
you know-
split up, gang. Yeah.
yeah. We're not splitting the party.
Sure, you do. Go ahead and roll me. As you're kind of looking through the city for him. Roll me a trade thing.
I feel like it's commerce, but I might be wrong. Let me check that real quick.
Commerce is like trade.
No, but investigation is a little bit different. Let me check real quick.
Really?
There's something. I know it. I've seen it. I've read it before for the investigation blurb that I put in resources. Let's see. Large cities would be commerce or skullduggery.
Okay.
They're both the same. They're both the same for me, but
This is a little more skullduggery than commerce.
commerce
But-
or skullduggery.
Yeah, I'll say skullduggery, and we'll do. You know, I've broken my brain to think produce results. But
I mean, it makes sense. It's the most straightforward.
I guess
I would take that. I
Okay.
also while I'm at it, I do kind of want to sense the general void, if like
Mhm.
in
Yeah, I
this
get what you're saying.
area.
Theology
Um,
void for that, if you would. But yeah, I'm gonna say skullduggery or and then theology void for that.
Do I get any help from my boys?
Um,
And
yes, I will give you 1 skill die from them, and assistance.
Cool. I might need it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll take the. Let me see what opportunities could yield for this. Actually, could I make an argument? Could I make an argument?
Yeah.
For water, because water is survey, and that is like looking around.
Oh, water survey.
Yeah, water. So in Scholar, water
Scholar.
is survey. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd allow that. That's fine.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like your observation
That's fair.
kind of thing right there, and that'll give me a little bit. That'll give me 1 more spring die.
I'll allow
All right. Well, I tried.
that.
Let
I
me
say no.
Let me look at these opportunities.
Sure.
General. Welp. I would like to. I'm gonna fail this, right? Like if I take these,
The 2.
the 2. But I
You might get something.
would this have beat the TN?
This will probably meet a bit of it, if that makes sense. You'll get some success out of this.
Let's see. Because I'm thinking, so there's 2 opportunities here. Can you let me know which one you would give me? So the first one is, if I fail, determine the easiest way to accomplish a task you are attempting. Or there's this other one that's perform the task efficiently, completing it more quickly, or saving supplies.
Okay. So, are you trying to debate basically if having the opportunity is more important than having the successes?
If I wanna take that opportunity that has the strife with it, because if it's,
I see.
Yeah.
I'll say you might get something from the 2 opportunities. Yes.
But like, in general, the
Mhm.
2. This is technically a success, right?
Yes.
2 TN. All right. Then I'll take the 2. The 2 TN. The
Okay.
2 with the 1 opportunity.
2 with 1 opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Then with 2 successes, you will find your missing guy.
Oh wait, hold on. I would actually have 3, wouldn't I? Because I did water. I'll take the extra opportunity too, just for fun.
Where are you getting the third one?
Because remember, I wanted to do water, and I have 3 in water. I only have 2 in earth, so I would get to keep 3.
Oh, keep 3 die. I see. My brain broke there. Got it. Then yeah. Okay. Then what you will find? Yeah, you will find this guy. He is not wearing his armor. He's wearing what looks to be like a white shirt. Still has his katana, and he's wearing one of those porcelain masks. There are words written on the shirt, and kind of in probably in blood. Before you get a chance to read them, he probably comes at you really fast. Though you have enough Shugenja and people who can intercept him, that's not going to matter. But you will find written on his shirt, "I know what you look like." And with the 2 opportunities nearby, one of your Shugenja will find what looks like a hidden, like after the fact, kind of hidden cave or tunnel near one of the buildings. Honestly, near a shrine, probably. It seems to go pretty far down.
Okay. New orders. We travel in packs.
Yeah.
I guess I can't bless him yet. I guess that's something I can do. I can't do that ritual. So I guess I will try to find someone who can help me kind of deal with this dead body.
Sure. You can take it back to the Kitsu.
Yeah.
And they probably do try to bless it, and then they burn it.
Yeah. They
I'll
should
tell you to
probably
burn
know.
it. Yeah.
I do. This is what's happening right now. Like, not
Sure.
not like there's a little bit of passive aggressiveness to it, but it's not
Sure.
like overt. It's just like, hey, we found this. It's crazy
Mhm.
what's going on out here. Like,
Sure.
um,
Their general consensus is very much look what Rotan has wrought on this city.
yeah. But
That's what you find. You find the body and you find the tunnel.
okay. I do let Rotan know this is what happened. As soon as I can get a meeting with him.
Sure. Then I'll pick up probably he'll say it'll be probably a day and a half because he's a little busy for the moment.
Yeah.
That's the message that will come back.
Mhm. Okay.
Unless
then in that
you
case,
press it.
I don't think I'm gonna press it. I think I might have a day. I just want to kind of go out there. I kind of want to do a theology void to see if unless my Genja friends were able to kind of say like, oh yeah, this is incredibly tainted. This is
About the tunnel?
Yeah.
I will say just from the entrance. Hold on. I'll just use some dye this way. Let's grab a sheet. This is appropriate. And then. Okay. Yeah, it is. They feel like there's something down in that tunnel, but it feels far. Like with the opportunity as well, they feel like it's pretty far down.
Okay. I guess my new command is, we no one goes alone. At the least, we should split into is like halves. You know, half the group in total. Actually, how many kind of Ronin approximately? Ronin and Shugenja do I have?
It's honestly a pretty small group. It's
Yeah.
probably like, honestly, you probably have like a little small squad of 8.
Okay. Then yeah, we don't, you know, it's going to take a little longer to hit all the shrines every day, but you know, I don't want this happening to anyone else.
Yeah, they very much agree. But yeah.
I go and I find Ijin and see if she wants to have tea because I'm stressed.
Yeah,
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
She will do the tea ceremony.
Sure.
Rika, you can come with us. Would you like some gossip?
I would love some gossip and I would love some tea. Serve it to me hot.
She's about to spill the tea.
Hell yeah.
I would never spill the tea. I would pour it very carefully.
Yeah.
No, Yue is about to
Very
spill the
judgy thing.
tea. She's clumsy.
Oh my
Performance
God.
void. Okay.
You do it.
There it is. Video?
Video?
Oh. Well, it's a success-ish. I think.
You're tired. We're all tired. It's fine.
Yeah, you guys
TN
are keeping pretty busy.
Oh, it's a TN2.
It's all right. So yeah, perhaps you guys do this, and Ijin, it's not the most graceful thing she's ever done, and that probably is coming from the long hours working with Monsukiyo. You all are about your various business. Even like just hanging out with Shinjo Osaka, you're still having to do a lot of work, like counting and stuff. It's taking a lot of effort to keep the city running as a whole. But yeah, you were able to talk and to relay what you found, Tatsumiya.
Does Yue ever tell us about Aichi's being scared?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think she would.
That is fair. Just asking.
Does she tell us about... Sorry, Bonnie, were you... I'm so sorry. Like, my brain's not functioning. Were you gonna say something?
No, I think she's just taking the Maho, the blood speaker being that bold. It's a thing. She is now kind of... She's hiding it pretty well, but she's kind of afraid. She has no defense against this. It's not what she's good at. And she also has vulnerabilities that not everybody does. She takes another sip of her tea.
Sure.
It explains the one success.
It does.
Yeah. I would think with knowing that you guys found a body, she would still spend a lot of time with Shinjo, but I think she would offer more of her time up to Yue. And I think this genuinely is a problem that needs to be addressed. Not that it hasn't been a problem that has needed to be addressed, but
it's becoming more.
I'm more than happy to be a helping hand in this particular situation, Yue.
I appreciate it.
What do you need from me? What can I do? I'm no Shugenja, but what can I do to help?
I mean, if you're able to gather more people for me, we're down one now. That might be something. I talked to the Kitsu. They're still pretty adamant that this isn't really important. You know, the world is ending. So,
Yeah,
I'm honest.
she. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Would you want myself and Doji to try and talk to the Kitsu together? 'Cause I think I know a couple Kitsu, right? No, I don't.
Not
I think that was
Kitsu.
somebody else.
Kitsu are the Lion
never mind.
Clan, right?
They are.
Yeah.
They're-
She.
I think
sh-
you know them though.
she would say, look, everyone that is in their bedroom or in their room, their quarters right now, sitting on their hands, is convinced that they are doing the right thing. They won't care. Maybe could sway a few of them. But at the end of the day, I don't want to waste my time and energy, particularly on the Kitsu. I may sick someone else on them for that. Lady Bayushi can be very convincing. But I will help you however I possibly can.
Let me see something real quick.
And that does include asking Lady Bayushi to deal with the Kitsu and make them stop being stupid. Like, I don't know if this city is going to be liberated anytime soon. I don't know. We can't assume that we are going to be rescued or liberated tomorrow. We can't.
None of us are exactly damsels in distress.
Right.
And
So
they're certainly acting it.
Asako, you're getting a little bit more influential in the Unicorn Lands with Shinjo, yeah?
She blushes.
Oh no, I didn't mean anything like any, I didn't mean to imply. I'm sorry.
there is so Yijin raises an eyebrow and looks incredibly amused, but also is like, uh-huh.
No, all I meant to say was, I mean, if you could ask if they have any Shugenja,
Rika
I know that
buries her face in her hand. She's like,
that's all I'm
"Oh,
asking. That's
no."
all. Oh gosh.
No, it is fine. It was just very amusing at a time when we needed to laugh. Thank you.
It's all right. Rika goes, uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But
I
she
need to
does.
work on my words better. EJ, this is why you're the diplomat.
Oh, it's so funny. Thank
but-
you so much.
But her reaction tells you everything you need to know. So,
Maybe a little. Do you want me to talk to some of the Shugenja there?
Either some of the Shugenja, or even if they have some more trained martial people as well, some bushi. Honestly, if this cave is what I think it is, we're gonna need all the help we can get.
is the
And
plan
I mean,
to go?
once it's
Then I'll ask Shinjo to introduce me to some.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
The goal isn't necessary. I think at some point it's either go down or lure her out, if that's where she is.
She's...
Some of my
Oh, sorry.
some of the Shugenja that were traveling with me pointed out that it's very tainted, or it's very desecrated, so we have to fix that.
I'm just going to put it out there. If you go down there, I'm going with you.
Same. We're not
I
gonna
will
let you do this
I will
on
let
your
you know if that's the case. But I don't want to put you into any unnecessary danger, so I don't know if scouting's a wise idea either. 'Cause Heavens knows she probably has eyes there too.
Sako just looks at her. She has my face too, you know. I'm
I
more
know.
than happy to help. It's not gonna put me in any more danger that I'm not already in at this point. You don't
I
have to
know.
face this alone.
I appreciate it.
May I make how big are our quarters? Do they have multiple rooms? Like, what do our quarters look like?
They are more single room.
Oh, well,
They're
F.
not super. I mean, they're pretty nice, but they're nothing
Well, I was
super
just gonna say,
fancy.
perhaps we should all stay together for the next
Do you want to
few.
move into Yujin?
It's going to be a bit crowded, but
Please.
yes, I don't think given my very strong association with both of you, I can only imagine I would be somewhat of a target as well.
I'm
I'm not saying that to
sure
make...
the
Go
people
ahead.
that are outside the wall that have bigger rooms than us won't mind for the time being. It's for our safety.
We're just gonna commandeer them. It'll be fine.
Complete martial law here. No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already at that point. And like, you have that pull with Roja. And like,
Don't say that so loud.
I
No,
don't.
I'm
I
not.
really don't.
that was Katie talking. Really sorry.
I don't know
thought
what
it
you're
was
talking about. I'm just trying to help him.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
I'll make sure to speak to Lady Bayushi and to Matsukiyo tomorrow, and to take a Ronin with me from now on. Although I'm sure Matsu will love that.
I'm sure. Well, if Matsu cared enough, maybe he should get up off of his ass
He
and do
can't.
something about it.
Oh, that's sensitive.
I'm going to go with the kindest interpretation of that use of the
Yes.
phrase.
He physically can't.
Um,
Oh no, Rika,
No, I meant like as a
Didn't
clan.
you know?
No. I meant as a clan.
right.
Rika,
I,
he
No,
can't
I
stand
might
up.
have forgotten that he was the guy in the wheelchair. So, y'all can take that as you will.
no, Yi
Cool.
Jin knows that you're very passionate. Your fire ring is like 4, so she
It
gets
is.
it.
Burn
It
it with
is
fire ring.
mostly. It is mostly just she is upset that
Yeah, the majority
they
of
are
them
all
are.
sitting on their ass.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it's making her upset.
Yi Jin is going to try to do a few things the next day.
Sure.
So, is there anything more that... Because I don't think I have anything to say other than, gossip.
Yes, Sam.
No, I think. Honestly, I just wanted to keep Yujin and Rika in the loop. About
Sounds
this.
good.
So,
Which is good.
yeah.
And, a little bit of help if they can kind of sway, if they can talk to, Shinjo can talk to his group and talk to his people, and
Yeah.
Doji can find more people.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, Yi Jin is going to ask a Ronin. She's going to need a guard every time she leaves the island from now on. So I'm sure
Okay.
they'll figure it out. And then arrange meetings with the Crane leader, and then Lady Bayushi, and then she's going to talk to Matsukiyo about this. And
Got it.
I need basically the Doji and Bayushi. I need you to get some people off of their butts, but nicely, because this incident is bold. She feels safe here, and she feels safe here because everyone is sitting in their rooms doing nothing.
Okay. So I'll tell you for Bayushi today, she says she can't take you during the day. Come during the night.
Oh, great.
Great.
But yeah, Matsu will talk to you whenever. If you express this to him, he will say, I've been attempting to do this for a while. However, they're not exactly thrilled with me at the moment.
Is anyone wavering that I could try to speak with?
Maybe. I think one or two at the very least are getting restless. In truth, I don't think that. My plan isn't. He actually, I think, smiles at a bit of his dark joke that he's about to make. But he just is like, they're not very good at sitting still for very long. For the most part. They like to be up and about. So, I think given enough time, though, a few of them will relent of their own volition. But if what you're saying is true, then we may be running out of time. I don't know what we're running out of time for.
I would hinder a guess that she is building power.
But I don't know what that looks like.
A lot of undead running around the city, killing people.
Sure that we would notice that.
Well, did you not hear about
Sorry.
the Ronin?
I heard about I heard about the one, yes.
This blood speaker directly threatened one of my very good friends. The shirt was written. It was written in blood. I know your face.
I'm not denying the threat she poses. I'm just saying if she had a good number of undead wandering the city, I think we would know.
Will the Kitsu speak with me?
They might. See what I can do.
Yeah.
I do appreciate the help you've been. By the way, I don't know that I've voiced it enough.
Yeah, she would kneel down so that they're like on the level. It has been my pleasure and my honor to work with you, and I hope that we can continue to do so.
It's my hope as well. I don't think I've worked this closely with someone before. On this much.
If I have to count more rice, I may go insane.
I will try to give you a different job.
She chuckles at that.
Yeah.
Little joke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here whenever you need me. And I will always be available if you need assistance or advice. Or when this is not, when we're not in constant crisis mode, perhaps we could go to a performance, a storytelling performance, or kabuki, which I could explain it if you'd like.
You might have to explain it a bit. I haven't gone a ton. The last time I went was when we all went. That could be nice. When things calm down.
Right. And just so that it's known, she seems a little at loss for words right now.
Mm.
I care about you.
Yeah, he kind of blinks at that. See. I admit I'm rather fond of you myself. You feel like the straightforwardness gets through to him a bit. That's maybe what it took a little. He seems a bit taken back. Roll me like a sentiment air check.
Oh boy. Sentiment, air, one of my good skills.
Yeah, very good. Lots of strife too, but also appropriate.
I'm gonna keep the 3 exploding.
All right, go
Just-
for it.
So
Light it
that
up.
one. I love it. Okay, so 4 successes and 2 opportunities, and I add 3 strife.
Also, Leah, I hate that phrase so much. That's awful.
So,
All right.
yeah.
So yeah, with 4 successes, yeah, you definitely can tell he cares as well. He's also with 4 successes, you can tell he's surprised. Probably honestly, because despite your very willingness to help him, you are a doji of the crane, and he is a lame samurai, a lame lion, and that I don't think he would have thought you would be interested in that sense. I think he's a bit surprised, taken aback.
I think she would pick up on that, and she's, you are worth so much more than you realize. You know this, right?
I do what I can. I think I think he'll look you in the eye at that and just say, "Hey, Doji, if I'm very frank, you could look for a lot better. Um, I am very aware that you are a very ambitious person. I'm afraid I may not be able to offer you much in that. I probably will not go much further than what I'm doing here. This very likely will be the greatest work that I accomplish. And I doubt very many people will know about it.
Uh, hmm. I think that you believe this because you have been told to believe this. You are capable of a great deal. And obviously, there's much to discuss, but I think that you are capable of so much more than this, and that you have been trained or indoctrinated to believe that this is all you can do because of your injury. And that's not true. And I am not so shallow as to overlook a good man who is willing to set his pride aside for the good of others.
Yeah, I think that breaks his mask a bit. I think he does tear up just a bit before getting himself under control.
I think that's when she takes his hand.
Sure. I appreciate your kind words more than you know.
They're not just kind words. And I know it's a bit presumptuous, but I certainly can help you in more ways than one.
He nods. Lady Doji will have me. I can certainly use the companionship.
Of course.
Excellent. Very good. And you can hang out with Matsu for a bit.
Of course. Right.
Yeah.
Of holding
She just
hands.
she just comes in. Excellent. But yeah. Good. So yeah, you do that today. Katsumiya and Asako. I'll say that Lady Doji got a bit of a start on the day. Going to do this as she had multiple people she needed to talk to.
Talked to. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing, you dirty little sinner?
Yeah.
For the, you hold hands over here? You hold hands?
What's doing, Wilson?
Um,
Oh,
yeah.
please bring that humor to TechoCon, please.
um,
What you doing, sinners, huh? Holding hands, lewdly, huh?
Yeah. I see you. I see you there.
you will,
You
Asako
just slapped me with the
and,
Bible and I laughed at it.
Katsumiya, be informed that there is going to be a meeting in the palace, the governor's palace, and that it's fairly serious. You don't have to come, but apparently Rotan is addressing something that has occurred.
Mm.
You can go about your activities for the day, or you can go to that.
Want me to come
Oh
with?
gosh. They didn't give us like any kind of abstract of this.
Someone broke
of
the
this
rules.
meet- Some break the rules.
Oh.
Oh no.
Was it yoga?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, this is stressful. This is stressing me out.
I mean, Rika's going. She wants to be sure it's nobody that, you know, nobody
It's my
in
pot.
our, yeah,
Is my posse going?
yeah.
Perhaps a few. I think a few of them are kind of so deep in the plot information right now that they're just going to keep doing what they're doing.
Okay. Because I'm nervous of what that could be.
Sure.
I'll go. I'll go
You
to the
go.
meeting.
All right, sounds good. So you and Sako head to the meeting. I will say, once you get in here, there won't be as nearly as many samurai here as were like that first day, right? And the main ones that are here are Unicorn.
Oh boy.
You definitely see Shinjo here, kind of sitting in the back. He looks pretty tense. There are some other clan samurai here. Lady Biyushi is definitely here.
Of course she is.
As well as just a few others from a number of the other clans.
If I approach Shinjo, does it seem like he's welcome to that, or?
He is.
Okay. She kind of slides up. So, what do we know?
We know that this could be a bad day.
I've about gathered that. Does he look like he's like he's
looks-
in need
He
of
looks
support?
tense.
Okay.
He doesn't look like afraid. He looks tense.
Okay. She kind of just butts her shoulder against his, just slightly. We'll get through it. Whatever's going on, we'll find a way to pull through with your plan here. Just gotta find the right avenue to do so.
He nods, but he looks kind of not all there right now. If that makes sense. He's just thinking. It looks like his mind is very much racing.
Damn.
Um,
It's all good. We have those days.
yeah, exactly.
Everyone has those days.
Eventually, Rotan comes in the room. He is very. Yes.
Is Yuchi here?
No.
I think. Okay. Here we go.
Rotan comes in the room. Full war gear. Actually, no, I don't think he is. I think he comes in just kind of the attire that he's been wearing, which is very nice robes with his katana. Thank you all for coming today. I am sorry to say this will probably not be a very pleasant meeting. But I need you all to understand that I need to keep the city intact. And as such, I put down a number of rules to the samurai that wish to wander streets. I felt like they were more than fair. I requested that no one attempt to assist in the overthrow of the city or the recapture. They were also given the option to stay in their homes and not participate. Iuchi Citra, will you please step forward?
Oh boy.
And you see this older looking man. The two of you kind of see the resemblance to Iuchi Konomi.
That's why the name is familiar. Okay.
Steps forward. I think he looks at. He's kind of at a loss what to call him, so he just eventually says, "Yes, Rotan. Your daughter was caught smuggling a letter to the governor. Are you aware of this? Or its contents?" And he kind of stares at him. I was not aware. Where is she? She's safe. Not in a room at the moment, but safe. You deny all involvement.
Yeah,
do.
I'd also like to...
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys want to try to read him?
Yeah.
Sure. Let me pull up his sheet.
I'm gonna take
Explode
the two
those die,
exploding.
baby.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Explode.
Explode. Oh, dear lord.
Oh God.
I
Tan,
gotta do a
calm
couple
down,
rolls
dude.
here. Did he do two? He did
Oh wait,
two.
and I can re-roll up to 2 because it is sentiment.
Yes.
Yeah, baby. I'm gonna re-roll the blank and the six. I'm gonna re-roll the blank and the success for fun. So 2
I was gonna say you can't. Those are your exploded die, right?
one of them is,
Okay.
but 2 of my original are. I
Your
have.
two original explosions.
So I was gonna say if you
Yeah.
take the 2 explosions, I don't think you can. I don't think you can re-roll the exploded die because technically you've kept the die and then they explode.
And then you rolled.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to explode it before I decide what to keep. Is what I.
No, you can't explode it.
No.
until you say you're gonna keep it.
Reverse
What
that.
I'm sorry, my brain went the right
No,
way,
you're good.
but
I,
my mouth.
I, know, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, so I can re-roll before I
you could-
decide what to keep, and then
Yeah.
at that point I can explode it.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
okay, cool.
I mean, you could re-roll those opportunities and see if you get anything, since you don't really see if you get another explosion skill.
Because skill dice are
Yeah.
nicer.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. But now I know where that order of operations is, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm just doing it backwards, that's all. Which is my own fault, but hey. So 2, 3 success, and 3 strife. Okay.
And there's no way I'd be there right now, right?
You're with Matsu at the moment.
Okay, that's fine.
You're being lewd right now.
I'm being very weird right now. I'm holding hands.
You are. It's very intense. So so how many successes for each of you?
3 for me.
I
Three
got.
for you.
I'm not gonna take any because I'm not gonna beat him.
Okay. Hold on. What'd you roll?
Huh? I rolled 2 successes.
Okay.
I rolled, well, it's a 6 strike and a success, but I'm not gonna beat him, so I'm gonna just not take anything.
Okay. So yeah. Asako, you rolled 3, and who had the 2 opportunities?
No, just 3, because I kept the
Oh,
2
okay.
exploding.
I see.
I just did it backwards, so I kept the
You
2
could- I was-
exploding.
Yeah. I mean, you could technically take one of the
I can take one of the
opportunities too, since that's one of your explosions.
Yeah. Yeah, I will take one of my opportunity and the 3 success.
Sure. With 3 successes, you do beat him.
Sweet.
He is lying.
Oh boy.
One opportunity, you see Shinjo just kind of tense up while staring at him.
She kind of like subtly, just like, I don't think we're at the point where I could squeeze his hand, but she kind of just like, I guess, you know what she would do? She would kind of nudge him backwards a little bit, just to kind of like keep him from doing anything rash, I guess is a good way to put it. Like, she'll kind of like edge her way slightly in front of him.
He's tense, but he remains where he is right now.
Yeah.
Rotan just stares at him. I see. Very well. Do you have anything to say in your daughter's defense? Or any request on what I should do about this matter? I would request that you give her back to me and we shall handle this internally. I can't do that. There's a consequence that needs to be paid. Do you have a preference? And there's a bit of a weird exchange between these two. And he will say, then I ask that you just keep her here safe. This is your final request. You have nothing more to say on the matter. Nothing more that I think could change your mind. I think you're right on that. And it's very quick. But Rotan goes to turn for a second. And you see him very quickly draw his blade and cut this man down.
Can I take 3 strike from this and
Yeah,
add
you
a
can.
void point?
Yeah.
Okay.
He takes the blade and hands it to someone else who goes and begins to clean it. He turns to the unicorn in the room. I'm going to assume that a number of you already knew that that was a lie. I have it on good authority from someone. I'm not going to out them here. That this letter was coming, and it was coming from him. As such, he paid a penalty. Let it be known that not even the Daimyo of the Unicorn Clan is above these consequences. It is my goal to treat you all fairly. With the respect you deserve, I merely ask that you do the same. He will then say, Ide Sagan, you step forward. And you see this one. Rotan. I would request that you, for the moment, take over the Daimyo's duties. The distribution of goods. Can you handle this? I will do so. Though I must admit, as the now representative of the Unicorn Clan, I find this action to be a bit reprehensible. Your concerns are noted. He takes the blade and
Jesus.
sheathes it. Lady Uichi will remain here. She will remain unharmed. I will treat her as a messenger. Or as if she was a messenger, because that's all I figure she really was.
The unintentional shade at Ayuchi is just rude.
It's not unintentional. But yeah, he sheathes the blade. I wish the rest of you a good day. And he will leave. And a few Ashgaru will come and collect the body of the Unicorn Daimyo and will take him away.
Well, if Rotan hadn't already signed his death warrant, that one for sure.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's definitely.
Look, he's got nothing to lose at this point but his life.
That's true.
He already knows his days are numbered.
I'm cleaning fucking house if I'm going out.
Yeah,
Yep.
honestly.
Don't forget the broom.
Ooh, is it hot in here?
Yeah. He exits.
All right.
How's Shinjo doing?
A little less tense. He seems to
Yeah.
have relaxed a bit.
Okay. Oh
That-
boy.
That did not go how I thought it would.
How did you think it was going to go?
Oh, I thought he would shame him and that would be the end of it.
No. I think he's taking it a lot more seriously than that.
Gives you like a you think look.
That was her attempt at being a little dry.
Yeah, sure.
If Shinjo did not catch on to that, it was her being dry.
Sure.
Well. God damn.
Okay, that's what you're
He
saying.
needs a minute to think.
Sure.
Holy fuck.
That was not what I expected, and I'm kind of glad for it.
Yeah, same.
Honestly, right? I'm just like,
confused clapping.
yeah. I'm just like, okay, cool. We got
I
rid
mean-
of that motherfucker.
That problem is done
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
now.
We don't have to worry about that anymore.
Ayuchi is hopefully safer.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If he had just owned up to what he did, he would have got shamed, and that would have been the end.
Oh. But
I
unfortunately,
mean, he almost threw his he did throw his daughter under the bus there.
He did.
So like,
absolutely.
Which is in my opinion, everyone should have been like, "What?"
Yeah.
Well,
No.
I don't. Well, I don't know. Is she? Is she technically lower rank than him?
Yeah.
Then yeah. Then that's. I mean, that's normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can do
Wasn't-
that.
Yep.
Wasn't he the one forcing his daughter into the relationship with the governor in the
It's a
first
theory.
place?
That was
It's-
our theory.
yeah.
I'm still pretty set on that theory.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So I mean, I'm not upset by this at all, and I'm sure Shinjo could probably pick up on that.
Mhm.
I think Yue has left very quickly. She's like, I gotta
Sure.
go clean some shrines.
Sure.
I'll wait for whatever summons.
Absolutely.
She'll ask what he's doing today, I guess.
Probably going to be very busy now. He will say that he actually tends to, and like you probably know this, he works with Ide Sagan quite a bit. She's pretty much the head of their camp. Of the two camps, which is probably now just one camp.
Well, is there something I could do to help?
Probably. I have no idea what it is yet. You want to come find out?
I would love to.
All right. You are able to. You're able to kind of go with him. He is indeed busier. He is actually given more responsibilities,
Oh.
which probably tells you he's getting exactly what he wants.
And like that probably pleases her, but Katie's like, Katie
Yeah.
needs attention. Like,
Sure.
I'm sure my character doesn't need that much attention,
I
but
feel
Katie
like-
internally for a minute was like, "Aw."
One of Rika's things when she unmasked, she probably is like, "Give me attention."
Yeah.
Please, please give
It's
me
like an
attention. I just
inner-
need it.
It's an inner thing that only comes out when she unmasks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I feel like that's pretty accurate. She's very selfless otherwise.
Mhm. Um,
Would you count my conversation with Matsukiyo as unmasking?
yeah, a little bit,
Okay,
but he did the same.
cool. That's great, because now I'm back at 0, which I have a feeling I'm going to need.
Yeah. He was building strife through your conversation pretty heavily.
Aw.
But like, that's so cute.
I-
So cute.
It's don't you're going to what is it, Jigoku? Jigoku, but like you're
It's worth it though, you know.
yeah, it is worth it. It is worth
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You dirty little sinners.
I also am amused by the fact that he was gaining strife, because it's like at some point he was going to unmask anyway, but he tried. It's like so romantic. Like, you can do better than me.
Yeah.
How?
It was cute. It was so cute.
It was very cute.
Perfect.
But yeah.
10/10. Would do
You-
again.
As the day progresses, two more things will have happened. Besides just Yuasako hanging out with Shinjo, he, like I said, he's got a lot more duties. But he's,
Yeah.
as the day goes on, he's probably in a better mood. I'm not gonna lie. The whole Daimyo and his daughter thing had been giving him such freaking headaches.
Okay.
Not how he would have preferred to have it dealt with, but you know.
He's
I
not
realize
complaining.
he doesn't know that I know.
No, he doesn't. But he just
And
seems he just seems in a better mood.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of leave it like that for now.
That doesn't hurt.
I'm gonna tell him I know.
But yeah,
Good idea.
Asako.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's how your day goes. Ijin, did you want to talk to Bayushi?
Yeah, I would explain to Matsukiyo that I have to get her on board with
Sure.
this stuff too, since she has some pull in the Lion Clan.
Absolutely. He will tell you she might be a little bit better about getting people off their ass because she might have something on them.
Scorpions usually do.
Yeah.
He's probably going to
he
ask
probably
me
retorted to-
about that one later. Like,
Yeah.
explain that.
He knows. But yeah. You go. It'll be later in the day. I'll say you spend a good amount of the day with them.
Mhm.
And that evening you go and find Lady Bayushi at her home. And she welcomes you in.
Yeah, she will say, we have to do something about the Kitsu, all of the Shugenja just sitting on their asses in the city. Specifically the lions, since there are a lot of them here.
I feel that might be rather hard to do after today. She says she's taking a long drink of something.
What happened?
Oh, you weren't there. She puts down the glass. So, Rotan found a bit of a conspiracy today. Appears the Daimyo of the Unicorn Clan was working against him, working with the governor in some way, so he cut him down.
What? Like,
Cut him down.
it almost comes to being impolite how loud she asks
Yeah.
that question. Just this side of, like, not breaking any etiquette. That is very rash for a man who took the city with little to no fight.
Rather thought so. But he's a lion after all, and they do have when they set rules, they are very strict about those rules. So it's causing the problem with the Kitsu.
Right. I understand that. And give me a moment, I have to think about this.
The attempt to recover.
Yeah, she's just like, hold on, I need to regroup. That is... what happened? Like, what actually happened?
From what I understand, the Daimyo of the daughter of the Daimyo, was sent to give the governor a letter of some sort. I don't know the contents, but apparently they were enough that Rotan took offense.
He sent her?
Were you shocked?
A bit?
Why? Just sets down her glass again.
God, you've met the girl.
I have, so I ask why.
She is not a doji in her manner or her ability to communicate. Or not.
No.
Which is a really nice way of saying she has a subtlety of a drunk hippo.
She does. However, she also isn't seen by many as a threat, so I think that's what he's relied on for a while.
She kind of like it's like she's trying to look thoughtful as she almost like covers her mouth. Like, like I'm thinking kind of thing over her mouth to try and just make sure she doesn't... I don't want her to know that I know anything.
Sure. No, roll me cinnamon air real quick.
Oh god, okay.
To...
I'm gonna keep all of that.
Alright, I'm gonna try to beat you.
Let me explode these 2 dice.
Dear God.
Explode, Bonnie, explode.
4 successes and 4 strife. I will take all of that strife.
Can you re-roll any of those?
Oh yeah, I can.
Sentiment air.
You might want to.
I'm gonna.
I'm here to help you. I'm here to help.
Sentiment air is her best check, and it's honestly fucking terrifying.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, that's better.
So you're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Maybe.
I'm terrified.
Wait.
Oh, it would have been the same anyway.
Yeah, no, it would have been the same anyway.
4, 5.
But less strife,
exploding.
which I will fucking take.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm up to 5.
God damn it, she already beat me.
6.
Damn it!
Oh, never mind. Well, fuck.
Stop
That's
it!
enough,
I'm being bullied!
Stop! She's already dead. I mean,
She has a
honestly,
family. Not yet,
It
anyway.
was really close.
I was gonna say this isn't to like lie, right?
No,
No,
she's
this
not
is-
lying.
kind of hiding her emotions and stuff of that sort.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I was going for.
I was gonna say Would that be courtesy?
What did I say?
Well,
Sentiment.
she rolled sentiment.
Oh, yeah, no, it should be courtesy. If I said sentiment, I'm wrong.
Give yourself one more skill dice.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So
I try for you, Boo.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna explode that.
Okay. How many you at?
So that's 4.
Okay.
Fuck, 5.
You got 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm at 6.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But hey, she doesn't.
You close. Yeah.
She doesn't get to like see into my soul.
No. She just kind of takes you in after just kind of saying these rather blunt statements. And you may kind of take it as she acts a little like Shinjo, but intentionally, right? Just to throw you off a bit. But she will just say, "Well, perhaps now the Unicorn Clan infighting will stop at the very least." If we can
Perhaps.
accomplish the same thing here in the Lion Clan, we will be perhaps doing a bit better.
That is what I am trying to assist with, to the best of my abilities. I told.
Yes, how is your friend Matsu, by the way?
Is it courtesy air?
Yes.
I think it's yeah.
Okay, pretty good. Alright.
I'm gonna keep the 2 successes with no strife and that exploding skill
Well,
dice.
I was gonna say, why don't you reroll the skill die in the success with strife?
Okay. The skill
Didn't
die.
hurt. Yeah,
The one with
I
strife?
think you mean the ring die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the skill and the ring.
Okay, so one of each. Right,
Because you
right, right.
got the. Yeah.
What? No, not 12. That would be weird. 1. Okay. And 1. Fuck.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Well,
explode.
it was a none loss.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to take the 2 successes with no strife and the explosion with a with strife. So
Sure.
please. Fuck. So
Okay.
3 successes.
Okay. I'll roll again if you'd like. Hold on.
So like before you take anything, Bonnie,
Mm-hmm.
I think you should let Derek roll.
Probably wouldn't hurt. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Before you officially take anything, because if he beats you, you don't have to take anything.
I don't have
Sure.
to take any strife.
Well,
Never mind.
I'm up to 4.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take any more fucking strife in this conversation right now.
That's fair.
He's doing well.
Good.
Trying very hard not to blush.
Do me a favor if you would. Try to ease his mood. He's so uptight.
I will do what I can. It's
She's
all.
2 rounds.
She
Mhm,
just
yeah.
is like, God damn it, I'm so outplayed right now.
Yeah.
Spirits, damn it, I'm so outplayed right now.
She'll just probably say, "I'm sure you can do quite a bit, and I will appreciate any effort you put in."
Why?
Why?
Why? Why? Is Lion your clan, or?
They are, and I'm doing my very best to help them out in this regard. And I need him to relax a bit. He has been given a great duty that he is having to do almost by himself, although I have a feeling you'll help him quite a bit. And I'm trying to help, but he is a bit too controlling, if you get my meaning.
I will do what I can. I want to be clear. He's a
Please.
good man who's doing what he can.
Oh, no doubt. I have no doubt he is actually
more reasonable than the majority of the people here, as far as our clan goes. But he's still born lion, and that's a difficult thing to work through in times such as these. So, if you can help smooth that over, I would appreciate it.
I don't know how she would ask this, like, in character, but she basically is like, and can you help him by smoothing the way with other lion? Because right now, basically, she knows that right now his name is shit among a lot of the
Sure.
lion.
Perhaps. I can. Perhaps not in the city, but I can make it known what he's done if that's something you want me to do.
I would appreciate it. He deserves more recognition than he is allowed.
I would agree. He's doing good work. But he's not the only one, is he? You've been here quite a bit in this district, helping out. Do you know what people know what you've done?
She knows, doesn't she?
Oh yeah. She knew the first time we talked.
Would Yijid know that she knows?
It's making it pretty apparent. I mean,
My
as a blunt, yeah.
yeah, she
Go ahead.
she would say my role was decided, and I don't like it.
I see. Well, the wonderful thing about tumultuous times such as these is they are a time of change. Assuming you back the right horse, that change can be for the better.
She would nod. My concern truly is the well-being of the people of the Lion District, not just the samurai, but everyone. And I think that Matsu deserves recognition. If my name was attached to the good works here, I would certainly not be averse to that.
See.
She takes a
Okay.
sip of her tea.
Sure. I will say, Lady B usually has stronger stuff here if you prefer that.
No, not right now.
Okay, she's drinking harder stuff. She doesn't care. Are we with Keith as well? Yep, okay. Good enough.
It's almost 11, so.
It's fair. We're getting there. She will say, if that's the case, then I can assure you I'm taking steps to help the Lion Clan out here in the long run. And you two are doing good work for the Lion Clan. I can make that known very much, at the very least, within my clan. If you continue to help me out and help me ease Matsu a bit, I can very much make sure that both of your names are tied to this.
Of course.
Good. There's also the matter of the other clans and making sure that they stay in line. I've been doing my best with that.
I have not been able to dedicate much time to the other clans, though my good friend has been keeping her ears out in the Unicorn District, so.
Mrs. Sako?
I love how she just knows.
Yeah.
She
Yes,
is a
she's-
passionate woman.
Matches Shinjo quite well. Though, she's a little more subtle than he is.
I think she just smiles at that.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to keep you. I appreciate your time. If I asked Matsu if he needed me to assist in trying to convince some of the Shugenja that were waffling, so I am available to do that, but they threatened my friends, and I will not stand for it. And I'm doing everything in my power to help. Unfortunately, my power is in words. And not spells. Although that's not what they call it, right?
More rituals. Shuji, I think is what they're
And
called.
not, yeah, she would say shuji, and not with the shuji.
See. Well, words are very useful in my experience, especially when said forcefully. I think what I've gathered from my a contact I actually have who came from outside the city, the majority of the forces are moving back south, or likely will soon. They're aware of what happened, or will be shortly. It occurs to me that the most powerful thing that could happen that would hurt this blood speaker is for 3 words to be uttered. Open the gates. If you can make Rotan say those, then I think we're in good shape.
Oh, she can't say anything without tipping her hand. Fuck! I will see what I can do.
I'm still looking for a way to make him say those. Comment to anything, let me know. Anything that could be useful. Anyone that could be useful. Having trouble finding anything.
I think as she stands to get ready to leave, she will say, "My read on the man is that he knows. He knows his ultimate fate."
Oh, he does. And she smiles at you. That's why I had no issue, and I had no doubt what he would do when I informed him of the letter. Have a good day, Miss Yujin.
She leaves. I'm gonna take... Can I take a few strife, 3 strife,
Yeah,
and get a
of
void
course.
point?
Yeah, that's right.
Because that one was a big one.
Sure.
Yeah, she bows and leaves without much more, and almost goes back to see Matsu. It's like, nope, that's inappropriate. I must go back to the island.
It's too late. Or is it? No, it is too late.
Is it too late? I can't go back?
No, you can go to the island.
Okay.
So, good to go see Matsu.
No, I need to calm down after that.
Sure.
I mean, the best way to calm down is to go see Matsu. I'm just
Sure.
saying.
Everybody gets
But-
back to Yijin's apartment. She's already setting out a tea ceremony.
Yeah, but yeah, as you head back, I will say we'll shift days for the next session. We'll shift days to the Morimoto and to Onashi and the Crab Clan Samurai, the Kunai, are going to be arriving and trying to sneak into the city. And that'll probably be a good bit at the beginning of the next session as we see how the fuck that goes. As you guys aren't super quiet, I don't think. So I'm interested to see what you guys come up with for an entrance strategy. Stratagem.
Strategy. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, I'm going to.
I don't get to talk to Dr.
Oh
Rotan.
yeah.
If you want to talk to Rotan today, we can do that. I've still got time.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want, you can head up to his. I would say his chambers, not his chambers. His kind of balcony that he overlooks everything. Later that evening. that'll be whenever he's free to see you if you still want to come see him.
Yeah, I need to.
Okay.
I think is the thought there.
Sure. You head up north, or you head up, yeah, up north as in up. You head up to his balcony area where he sits overlooking the city right now. You see that there are the two Ronin guards, both of which you kind of recognize, as they are his pretty standard bodyguards he has most times.
Mhm.
On the balcony with him. He'll motion you take a seat as well.
Mhm. And I do.
Yeah. I apologize for the roughness of the display this morning. I could tell that troubled you somewhat.
It's not something you see every day.
No.
I just wanted to give you an update on the witch in the Unicorn District.
Yes. Yes. I heard that one of your members had a gruesome fate. Saddened to
We
hear
did.
this.
I am as well. Some of my Shigenja actually found a tunnel where she may be hiding out at.
Tunnel.
Yes.
All right. Do we know where it goes?
No, it runs fairly deep. And I don't want to send my people down there because it's not knowing what's down there, it's most certainly going to be to their deaths.
He nods. I will find some men who could scout a little bit quieter and see what we can do. Perhaps there's a scorpion or two in the city who would be willing to aid in such a matter. Although I admit I don't know very many of them here, and I feel that that's very intentional.
I don't either. I apologize.
No apology necessary. I will see what I can find. But leave that to us. If you think that that's what that is, we will discover that, and if it is, then we will deal with her. If needed, I will go in and I will deal with her.
She nods.
I was not equipped to with her last time. I am more so now.
I'm glad to hear that. And if you need any help, I would like to do what I can.
If you have any way to bless any sort of weaponry or anything like that, then I will accept that help. But I would feel that it would not be appropriate for me to ask you to come down there. Well, I don't think you were trained for that type of combat. That would be wrong of me.
On the contrary, that's exactly what my school does. That is exactly the combat that my school does.
I
Has
see.
trained me for.
Then I apologize. But is this something you would want to do?
I believe it's my duty. I can't let this go. She's gotten too comfortable here.
He seems to accept that answer. I understand duty.
But I do believe that's what I'm meant to do. This is what has been kind of all what I've been doing has kind of led up to this. And I feel like I have a place in it.
Just make sure you have a place after it. I understand what it's like to know your purpose in something. But also know that your life is worth living after the event as well. Don't throw it away.
I don't plan on it.
You know, it's,
There are people I need to protect. And I can't sit by and not do that for them.
kind of taps the arm of his chair a bit. All right. Then I'll inform you when we plan to go. I would appreciate if you would inform your Shugenja that we will appreciate their aid, but it will not be required. They may come if they wish. But it is not
I'll
an
let them
order.
know.
I will have to find someone who can hold the city in my stead for a day. This may be a few days out yet.
That's okay. I think we need to prepare anyway.
I agree. I want you to know timeline.
Understandable. I thank you for taking this seriously.
Of course.
Thank you for taking me seriously.
I know what she can do, and I have no trouble taking you seriously given what you've done already. You came to my castle and you cleansed it, and you've taken on a rather serious leadership role in dealing with this woman. That is more than I can ask or more than I expected. And I appreciate it greatly.
It's been an honor.
He kind of looks
Yeah.
at. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
No, he looks out over the city for a moment. Kind of quiet for a second.
I think she wants to say something, but she doesn't. I think that's kind of the vibe.
Got it.
But I think she's sort of
What do you think
How
you
are
will
you?
do? Oh, you ask how is he?
yeah.
Coming to terms with the day. I figured I was going to have to do this today. I knew by the end of yesterday. But don't get me wrong. He was not a good man.
No. No, he wasn't.
I've known him for a number of years. He's done some rather terrible things to those under his command. And I was not very shocked to find him throw another under the bus today. Under the bus would not be the term used, but
under the cart.
under the cart, yes. Be willing to let another fall on their sword, perhaps.
Yeah.
Even if it's family.
Will she be safe?
Of course. I think I terrified the poor girl. I caught her mid handing the letter over.
I think she kind of nods to that, and she kind of looks at Eddie. I'm sorry it had to happen.
I am too. Somewhat. But for me, I think it solidifies something in my mind a bit. It helps me perhaps see this through to the end a little bit more. I doubt the Unicorn Clan would ever be willing to let this go, so I imagine whatever the Emperor finds after he arrives and claims the city back, I imagine now I am thoroughly doomed. Not that I likely wasn't before. But if this city and the people from around the city and the villages are safer because of it, or happier because of it, that's a price I am willing and have been willing to pay for a while. I failed as their magistrate. The least I can do is make amends now.
I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
I hope so. That of the lion will demonize me in their stories. I'm probably exactly what they would tell their children not to be when they grow up.
I mean, sometimes that's not the worst thing. But I understand.
Can I ask your opinion on something?
Of course.
Do you think I'm doing the right thing? Bit of a loaded question, I know.
I
You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
no, I think that there's a I do believe that there is a certain way of things, but I also believe that those ways are nuanced. There's more to them than just the black and white. You can't kill every farmer that comes up to you and talks to you just because they've done that when they serve a very important part of the Celestial Order. Without them, we wouldn't have race, we wouldn't have things. We wouldn't have nice things. They, in a way, you have to honor and respect them too. And I think
It was a dilemma I never expected to encounter. We are to protect the farmer and serve the Lord. But I never anticipated the Lord ordering me to harm the farmer.
that is one of the first things I encountered outside of my family's shrine. I think was when Anashi about to cut down a farmer.
He's a lion, yes?
Yes.
I've always respected my clan's sense of duty. They've always known what is right and what is wrong, according to the proper order of things. But I worry that it can leave them appearing cold to those below them. I worry that it just makes it easier to harm them.
I get that. It's what happened here in the areas around this was it did not serve the farmer. And I think though what's important at the end of the day is how the kami view your deeds. Because in the end they get the last say on whether you become an ancestor or you are reincarnated again. And it's one of those things that they'll remember the farmer that was able to live a happier and healthier life. And they'll remember the boat captains. Things such as that. People such as them.
He nods, taking in your answer. I think you're probably right. I hope so. Though, if they do decide to reincarnate me, I don't mind another go, I suppose. Maybe I'll do better the second time around.
That's fair.
I appreciate the conversation.
It's no problem. It's good to not have to worry about certain things for a time.
I agree.
Thank you for seeing me.
Of course. I will let you know when we are ready to deal with the blood speaker. Or whatever's down in that cave, at least. The tunnel.
Thank you. I'll be waiting to hear from you. I think she kind of get up, give a bow of her head, and
Sure.
go.
I think as you go, he will say, Katsumiya, I
Yes?
do truly appreciate your company. Thank you for the pleasant evening.
Yeah, I appreciate yours. And I
And
think
again,
she,
yeah,
yep, she'll go with that.
absolutely. And that will be where we stop for now.